Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're going to continue with our daily fraction review. Today you're going to work on, 4 or 5 different things. One of those things is adding and subtracting fractions, which we have covered thoroughly, but you'll get more practice on it. Because as I said, I'm going to drill fractions into your brains until you fully understand them. The next thing we're going to do is finding equivalent fractions. The activity today, the first thing you're going to have to do is find equivalent fractions. So if I give an example of, let's say 3/5 equals blank 15ths. 3/5 equals blank 15ths. Alyssa, what did you get?
9%.
How did you get it?
So you have to have 5, 6, 3 to get 15. And what you do to the bottom, you do to it.
Awesome sauce. 5 times 3 gives us the 15. We already know that, so that helps us figure out what we have to multiply by. As my young friend Alyssa said, whatever you do to the denominator, you must also do to the numerator. Let's look at another one. We have 1836 equals 2 over what? Heaven. Are we getting smaller or bigger? Going from 18 to 2. Smaller. So that means we're going to have to divide both of these by the same number. 18 divided by what gives us 2? 9. Whatever I do to the numerator, I must also do to the denominator. 36 divided by 9 is what? Heaven. 4. So 1836 equals 2/4. Okay, the only thing you're doing on this is trying to figure out what the blank is. You don't have to simplify it. You're just finding what the blank is. You're going to see 6 problems like that. We're going to have problems where you have to simplify the fractions. Yes, ma'am?
Also, that probably goes 1/2.
Yes. We're going to have some examples where we have to simplify the fractions. So let's take 32 40ths. And if you are given instructions to simplify this, we could, Mason, you with me? I could list the factors of 36. 18, 3, 12, 4, 9, or 32. Man, I messed that all the way up. Should be 32. Mea culpa. 32. 32. 2 times 16. Not 3. 4 times 8. No 5, no 6, no 7. All right. Then I could take the factors of 40. 1 and 40. 2 and 20. 4 and
5.
10. 5 and 8. All of these equal 40. Then I find my greatest common factor. And it is 8. I divide both of these by 8. And my simplified fraction in lowest terms is what, Cabe? See, it's so much fun calling on somebody who's doing something that they're not supposed to be doing, because I told them to put everything away and pay attention. So then when you call in, they're like, deer in the headlights are like, wow. 32 divided by 8 is what?
4.
4. 40 divided by 8 is?
5.
5. So 4/5 would be my simplified fraction. But Mason, wait. What if we have 620 over 1,256? Mason, do you want to list all of the factors of 620 and all of the factors of 1,000? Okay, Mason, you want to? All right, let's do 620 then. Mason, you tell me all of them. No, you don't want to because you get
1 times 620.
Mason, can you think of any number that is a factor of both of these?
No.
You can?
Oh, yeah. 10.
10 is not a factor of 1,256.
No. 2.
Sydney,
2.
I know 2 is a factor of both of these because they're what kind of numbers? Even numbers. So I can divide these both by 2. I may have to divide them more and more, but if I know at least one number that is a factor of it, doesn't matter how big they are, we can at least start our simplification. So this would be 310. Is that right?
Yes.
I don't know if it's 310. Divided by 2. Oh, it is 310. All right, 310. And 1,256 divided by 2 is what, Mason? 628?
Yeah, 28.
628. Mason, is this in lowest terms?
No.
No. Why? How do you know? Okay, we're up here. Hey, Mason, say because both numbers are even.
Because both numbers are even.
Because both numbers are even, which, Mason, means they can be divided by 2. So if we divide these both by 2 again, 310 divided by 2 is...
150.
It's 150 something. Yes. It's
155?
Yeah.
314. Now I'm going to guess that that's probably lowest terms. I don't know. But this is just an example of how you can take a big number down to lowest terms. If you know your divisibility rules for 2, 3, 5, and 10, you're probably going to be in good shape simplifying most fractions. Most. 2, 3, 5, and 10. Yes. Yeah, but I don't want to list all the multiples of 1,256.
There's only one.
No, we just divided them by 2, and then 2 again, which means it's divisible by 4.
2 and 1. By 1, 2, and 4.
All right, another thing that you're going to do today and on Monday, we are going to do improper fractions and mixed numbers. We have to know how to convert between the two of them, improper fractions and mixed numbers. So let's start with a mixed number and change it to an improper fraction. Let's take 3 and 2 fifths. 3 and 2 fifths is a mixed number. Now realize you're going to have questions on this, so paying attention is in your best interest. And basically how you do this, the denominator is going to stay the same, which is what?
5.
5. The numerator is going to be your denominator times your whole number plus your numerator. So what's your denominator? 5. Times what's your whole number? 3.
Plus 2.
Plus what's your numerator?
2.
So what is my improper fraction? 17 fifths. If you follow this every single time,
You'll be good.
you're going to be fine. An improper fraction. We've done a lot of that when we've done our adding and subtracting. An improper fraction, you just have numerator divided by denominator. So 18 divided by 7. How many times is 7 going to 18?
2.
2 times.
3 to 4.
14. Subtract 4. 2 remainder 4 equals 2 and 4 sevenths. If you remember here, our quotient is our whole number, our remainder is our numerator, and our denominator stays the same. If there is no remainder, your answer just stays a whole number. If there's not a remainder, your answer just stays a whole number. So like if we had 42 sevenths, it would be 42 divided by 7, which equals 6. So your answer is 6. You don't say 6 and 0 sevenths. You just say 6. It would just be because there's no remainder. So if there's no remainder, your answer is just a whole number. Boom, shakalaka, peace out. God bless. Love you. Do something kind today. Subscribe. Save the bee.